What did you like about how Bob was able to do what he could to keep you guys in striking range?
Yeah. I didn't like the last two at all. This gap was horseshit. First one was a hell of a shot. He made 2 or 3 other real big saves. It was not a high event game at around the net. I didn't feel you guys get a different perspective. There wasn't an awful lot of action. We got a 3-on-1 at the start, and we missed the net. And then we had another one the same kind of way. See, that's flies on what. That's how I feel about that.
What did you like about how
Bob was probably the only bright spot of this game.
Bob was a real bright spot too. He was really
bright. Kirby just turned on that light. Hello, everybody. Panthers lose game 4.
3-0.
He's unfortunately only 3 games to 1.
No sweep this time. Carolina ends their 15-game Eastern Conference Finals losing streak, even though that shit, like, it was going to end eventually.
Joined here by Kirby, Caesar, Cody, and unfortunately Ryan.
our moderator. I just want to say I did not appreciate Nick's joke last game where I hate everyone.
I wanted to say another name, but you had to take the one for me. All right.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm live from Edmonton, so take back your comment, Nick. Did not appreciate it on Saturday.
I'm sure you'll be going. I'm sure you'll be going to the game tomorrow, like you have been. Anyway,
Anyways, I wanted to ask Caesar, just a standard, normal Memorial Day weekend there.
Anything was special?
Holy shit, that's the guy from Channel 4. Holy fuck!
Which one? You?
Not me.
You?
Yeah, you were there too, Nick.
Yeah.
You, Nick? Were you there?
Who was the one that got recognized by Mama Kachuk tonight? Oh yeah, it's that guy in the middle right there.
Guy in the middle.
Crazy.
See, he's a celebrity now.
I know it's crazy. It's like she came up to me, wanted to take a picture with one of Kachuk's little cousins and stuff. Amazing. She recognized me. She loves our podcast. She loved the Smitten Chicklets, and that goes to show you how big our platform is getting.
So you tell me I can't see you.
Matthew could
I'm gonna change my notes for tonight then.
So you're gonna tell me I can't really
cross that out.
Hey, we're organic. That's the great.
Well, you know what? If we're organic, I'm gonna keep it like this. Tonight, offensively, that was a catastrophe. One thing I said on Spaces, I don't understand the difference offensively from road to home. I don't get it for the life of me. Because on the road, we like to defer down low, which we're supposed to do. Keep pucks below the goal line. Not turn pucks over. But at home, we'd like to defer it up high for some reason. And turning it over at the blue line, almost Carolina had about 6-7 odd man chances.
How many times did we turn it over at the blue line?
So
I can't count that high.
And every time Sam Bennett did it, I just thought in my head, Cody screaming at his TV. Because there was a couple on the power play too.
No, it's just.
I thought Cody was going to lose his mind on Bennett tonight, but he really didn't on the post-game Spaces.
You know who I'm going to lose my mind on?
Who?
Gustav fucking Forsling, dude.
Go ahead. We haven't heard this tonight.
Oh. Listen, I'm just going to say him and Kulikov were brutal tonight. I mean,
did the line changes from the D look as bad on TV as they did it from the ring?
It didn't look pretty. It didn't look prettier, I'll tell you that. No, look, credit to Carolina. I thought they beat us to every battle. I thought they played hard. They played desperate. They played their game. And I don't think we played well. I don't think we had it right from the get-go. Whether it be some effort things, some just not playing our game. I'll pull a quote from Maurice last year. It's like, you get a 3-1 lead and now you want to make plays. That's kind of what it was tonight. They wanted to make plays. But at the end of the day,
what was the other half of that quote?
Fuck the plays. And that's what it has to be. But no, look.
There's another part of that sentence.
I wasn't on well, I'm not going to finish that part. But I wasn't on Spaces, so I'll just say we can't freak out every time we lose a game. We can't freak out because we lost game 4 and we're up 3-0. I know last year it rains over everybody, right? And I don't even know if anybody was freaking out. Sure,
but last year, Nick, Game 5 against Edmonton was a great game.
Yeah, that's probably a game we usually win, and then Game 6 is just
Yeah.
I think we wrong.
Was it a great game?
We were
That
the better team.
We were down
that is
3-0
the most
in that
embarrassing
game.
I've ever felt at a game, by the way.
But-
No,
At
Ryan,
the
on the post-game spaces, it's a lot of Game 4s. It's not closeout games, Ryan. It's more Game 4s. You said,
It's I'll just say this: it's very hard to replicate desperation, and the combination of I think how uncharacteristically poor we were tonight in
And
key areas.
at
And at the end of the day, it's a 1-goal game in the third
I was going to
period.
say, you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
1-goal game. I thought power play was god awful. God awful.
Got to
Yeah,
switch up.
I
the
think
units
this
here,
is
man.
very similar to when we lost Game 4 to Tampa last year.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me
I
of.
don't want to take a W on a game we lost, but I've been saying the power play has been terrible,
Yes.
even when we're scoring on it. Even when we're scoring, it's not looked good. And the fact that we consistently roll out guys, the two defensemen, I've never liked. I don't know. Most teams barely even run a defenseman. Are running two, and then Evan Rodriguez is not a power play guy, so it's ugly. It's
I'm
I'm
real
not really sure what the plan is.
at this point.
I'm not sure what our strategy is. I think we go out there and we
I
hope
don't know what
to score. Carolina also blocked some shots tonight, some key shots on Aaron Ekblad. There was a really nice play on the 4-on-4.
I thought they blocked a lot of shots. How many blocked shots did they have? Any of you guys have
I
that?
I don't have that stat,
Yeah,
which is
give me
why I
a
was.
sec.
see how it hit them, but I didn't look into the block shots.
But Carolina beat us to every loose puck, turning the puck over.
15-13.
And
It felt like a lot more.
They
I
did.
think
we only had 20 shots. Yeah, it's gonna feel like
I think at the end of the day, it's like, it's very hard to sweep a team. You have to resettle, regroup. Carolina played hard tonight. We were, I think, poor in some aspects, missing some guys. We lost essentially a 1-0 game. I think things are different next game. Again,
Nick, I say the result of the game. If you look at the last game, I watched the first 10 minutes of the second period of Game 3. We were missing a lot of opportunity, a lot of chances. If we don't open up and blow the doors off of Carolina in the third period, a lot of fans are going to look at that game as this game. It's very result.
yeah, and at the end of the day, it's like we're up 3-1 in a series, and we're going back for Game 5 up to Carolina. We're in a good spot. We know we can play our game. We know we can get to our game against this team because we've done it. Some uncharacteristic things tonight. I thought Carolina played a really smart game on their behalf.
Did you see the breakouts we talked about, Nick? The breakouts.
Well, the breakouts, they were rimming it around the wall instead of
And they were
keeping it
tipping
on the
and
boards. They were chipping it out. They were deflecting it out to the neutral zone.
You saw
So
it.
that again, that kind of delayed our forecheck, right? And that's what we were doing a lot in Game 3, which is how we were successful getting the puck out. There were some adjustments there. We weren't able to break the puck out as easily this time. But, I think that
on our forecheck, Caesar, that's not our game. So Carolina did a good job there.
yeah, they made a good adjustment, and we're going to have to make an adjustment too. Like, again, we're up 3-1, very similar to like Game 6 against Toronto. It's like, we probably could have been better in certain areas, but it's a tight checking 1-goal game. I thought Carolina played really well. I thought we lacked in some areas, but I think we'll be better. And that's not and I think there's just certain things are going to be different in Game 5.
yeah.
I think we know we've seen what we're capable of, and that's my thought. I mean, it is really what it is tonight. I'm kind of like, I don't want to say like happy. I'm unfazed by the loss right now. I'm going to be honest with you.
But here's a question. We in the regular season, a lot of the members of this community said, "I'm worried that we cannot score with our net empty." Let's imagine we're not up 3-0 and we're in another situation like that where we really need a goal. Is that concerning? Because I think we were so sloppy.
I think if we're hoping for a empty net goal, I think we haven't played our game well enough.
Yeah.
And that's just the bottom line. So, I mean, if it comes down to us pulling our goalie for an empty net, I mean, I'm already not where I want to be.
And I just want to take just 1 second. I just want to remind everyone, I had Stankoven in my top 5.
And he's been the only player that's shown up for them.
Can you put who I have number 2?
Lake
Slavin. Stankoven's been better, buddy.
Tonight. Best player on the ice.
Stankoven's been better this series, though.
Nah.
Who scored last game? Stankoven. Who scored this game? Stankoven.
He's missed the scoring opportunities. That's
I think at the end of the day, you'll have to go back. You have to go back for Game 5, and you're going to have to regroup. And I think we'll get the job done in Game 5.
Go back to Dairy Queen if we got to do it.
Well, apparently the Dairy Queen thing isn't a legit story. That was
no, in the locker room.
Apparently he's eating honey in the locker room.
Sportsnet said that.
Yeah.
In the locker room, it's not a real thing, but the Dairy Queen.
He was trolling everyone, right?
Yeah. Let's take a listen to what Paul Maurice had to say about the Carolina Hurricanes gameplay today.
Carolina seemed to do it. Couldn't get anything going, right?
Yeah. That and credit to them. I haven't been nearly as down on that hockey team as you find people have been over the last 3 games, and then I won't be as down on my team tonight. They were good. They had good sticks. They had good quickness. You see that happen more often when the possessor of the puck's feet are not moving.
Carolina seemed.
So that's a great point, Paul Maurice, because when I was at the game,
George Richards hockey now. Go ahead there, Steve.
Yeah. So when I was at the game watching, I know one of my buddies, Cam. You guys, Cam, or Coach.
You're never allowed to come back, Cam.
Cam, you're not allowed.
Show him this.
Yeah, Matthew in the comments. You're also
Matthew in the comment. Cam, I love you, man, but you can't. You're not coming back.
0-7 is ridiculous. Like
0-7 for Matthews. That's just out of the.
I had a cold streak at one point. I was like 0-3, but like we were terrible at the time, so it's fine. But the fact that we're the juggernaut of the league and you are 0-7, dude, what are you doing?
I'm not restricting any fans to go if you have a bad streak. If you feel like you can turn that mojo around, go for it.
No, speaking as a fan that has a bad streak.
You don't go to a playoff game to turn your streak around. You go see them play the Sharks, and then you break the bad luck. That's what count? That's how you do it.
No. That's rich coming from the guy who's been to 2 Panther games. The last time you saw the Panthers score a goal, Jonathan Huberdeau was on this team. So, like, just.
But like I was saying,
I got a good streak there. You better not.
Who's Huberdeau? Who's Huberdeau?
But like I said, I was telling Cam, I was like, you got to give Carolina a lot of credit. They're blocking a lot of passes. They're using their sticks a lot more, getting into the lanes. They're finishing their forecheck. They blocked a lot of shots, although we didn't have that many shots. So
there were a lot
more.
There were a lot of plays that were there that just we couldn't get a stick on it, or we couldn't get to the puck.
Yeah, the puck bouncer. Nick, it wasn't a lack of execution time where we're missing the net or we're not picking our spots. It was good work.
But sure about that for Sam Bennett?
But
well, Bennett, he had the puck right in the slot. I know what you're talking about. There was like about 5 minutes left. The puck bounced right in front,
and then he
bounced over his stick.
But those weren't the chances tonight. Carolina took a lot away.
Yes.
Yeah,
Carolina's effort was really, really well tonight, especially they were diving at pucks, getting them out of the way.
They had 0 turnovers off of rush chances.
Wait. Can we also talk about how the players refused to shoot? What was with this overpassing on breakouts and rushes? We didn't get many odd man rushers, but when we did, Kachuk is passing twice. Carter Verhaeghe is hesitating. We're deferring to guys like Kulikov on 3-on-1s, 2-on-1s.
Well, Kulikov shot that one. He could have passed that one, Ryan. He did shoot.
Yeah, that's the only guy.
I was fine with that, to be honest. At that point, we had
I see what Ryan.
No, the Carter Verhaeghe one bothered me the most. This guy has a wide open shot just on the right side of the slot, and then holds it, and tries to force a terrible pass. And I was like, you are getting paid to shoot. You are good at one thing, or you're elite at one thing, and that's to shoot the puck. They're trying to win the game on every shift and play. That's what Matthew says. I totally agree with him.
But it's just like for Carolina, this is where I give credit to them. This was a pride game for them.
Yeah. You cannot lose 16 straight.
Because, well, it's not even that. It was just they were getting absolutely dummied this series. I mean,
Ron Brindamore did not want to go into the summer in his cabin up north and have to sit on that.
5-2, 5-0, 6-2. Like,
he couldn't sit on that. Another one.
Like, he probably gave it to the boys, and the guys in the locker room understood that as well. So this was a pride game for them. And guess what? They came out and did what they had to do, blocking every shot, blocking passes. They were quicker to pucks because they hit the desperation gear, as I call it. But the problem is with desperation, it's very quick.
Nick said you can't replicate it too. He said earlier.
Desperation, I don't think you can replicate for the game.
You can't. And you're not going to replicate how bad we were. And I think you take a look at the game.
I just want to put out there, I had more shots on Saturday night than the Panthers did tonight. So
that's not hard for you to do, though.
That should never happen.
Especially when someone else is paying for them.
Yeah, I mean, again,
we're championship team.
I think that you take a look at how we've played, what we're capable of, the experience, everything. You got to go win a game against a team that I believe, and I think they believe, that we're better than.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean,
Not
like,
even close.
We're better on the road anyway.
I know people are worried about last year Edmonton. That's Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl.
But it's the pressure's different than two. Last year was for a fucking Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Again, I think
For the fucking Prince of Wales show. We're probably won't even celebrate this year.
all it is just getting to our game. I don't know why if he wasn't going to call a penalty, hey, if Sean Hebert wasn't going to call a penalty, keep your fucking arm down, let the other fucking ref make the hooking call, and shut your fucking mouth.
But
I don't know what Sean Hebert thinks he's doing. I really don't get it. But it is what it is. And
He's mad the Panthers didn't give him Bedard in that one season where apparently we're going to give him that lottery.
But it was like he was trying to send a message or some shit. But it's game 4 of a fucking playoff series. The time for messages is past.
Get an ego is what
Like,
it is.
Yeah,
it's ego.
And like the Burns cross-checking call was bullshit too.
Jean Hebert day to day with a bruised ego.
And here's the thing I've wondered for a while. I'm surprised for series like the conference finals, they don't have one set of refs doing the whole thing. Why are they alternating? Why don't you have consistency where you have the consistent calls over the entire series?
We weren't worried.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, we're not worried. But what if we just had consistent series refs the entire series so the players don't have to worry about what's getting called one game versus what's getting called the next game?
Teal, I don't know.
Totally different.
I think a Sharks fan, if I'm not smart
That's
enough.
the only thing that would make sense.
That's the only thing that would make sense. Yeah, I'm not worried. I think, again, you can't replicate desperation. And we've seen, like, again, plenty of times. Again, it's just the way what
Okay, this week-
What happened here? Why did Gadjevich get
Because he
that
shot
time?
the puck at like Morrow.
Right there.
Because
Oh,
he ducks like that. Like
They called that, but they didn't call anything on.
Gossespierre when he fucking shot that bitch a million miles an hour at Marchand. And Marchand he got the 10 somehow. Like
Wow.
that's where
That's why. No. Wow. I'm not even gonna.
No, but the refs have been bad all series, and we said this on our post-game show, Cody. The first
So
two calls of
inconsistent.
Carolina were garbage.
they were so bad.
we've gotten a lot of soft calls for our side too.
No, that's what we're saying. Like the penalties at Carolina are horrible.
Yeah.
They have a lot of stuff to be griping about.
What do you mean you can't replicate desperation? I mean, it's very hard to replicate desperation the way they had it tonight.
You can never be as desperate as you are when you're down like that.
Like okay, you're gonna have to do this again in 2 nights. That's very difficult to do.
But
physically exhausting. It's
Like,
mentally.
I'm just saying the optics surrounding this is how uncharacteristically the things we were doing were kind of poor tonight. Carolina really came out and played. It's very difficult to do.
But here's the desperation part about it. It's not like being quicker to pucks and all this shit. No. It's laying down for block shots, taking hits to make plays. Like they haven't done that all series, and they got to do that 3 more times here. It's funny thing is we haven't mentioned Sergei Bobrovsky because we don't need to mention. He was like one good Panther tonight.
I liked Lundell's game tonight.
Like the one goal by Stankoven, that was just a fucking great shot.
Yes, great shot.
Like you just sit there, you're just like
Stankoven has been missing his spot.
He almost had 2. He had one right in front of the net, like right outside
in the first period.
turnover.
I think that would have beat Bob Ryan.
Yeah, I think he beat him on that one.
But
He just missed. But that was a terrible Seth Jones turnover, by the way.
Oh, can we talk about how bad our freaking power play is?
it's the personnel, the whole thing of it.
Actually,
Well, then, here's a great idea. If the personnel sucks, what do?
Oh, let's swap it, maybe.
We change some things up. It's not a hard concept. I haven't liked the power play at all this playoffs.
I thought Rodriguez was horrible on the power.
Most of our power play goals
Awful.
were off broken plays and bullshit. I don't even know what our strategy is there. We go out there, we hope to score. We have Kachuk on the half wall sitting there doing what? When we don't even attempt the bumper play when Reinhardt's in the lineup anymore. I'm not really fucking sure what the power play strategy is.
No, but here's what also grinds my gears about it. It's like you run the 2D look, but here's my issue with it. It's the shift after the power play that's kind of screwed up because guess what? The 2D look, that's both your right-handed defensemen.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So
We're missing a righty on Reinhardt. They're
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and they try to supplement that with Ekblad. Like, there was a time like Ekblad tried to sit in the bumper spot, but he's never done that before. He's a
That's why they're going
And
to
at the
that
same
righty.
time-
Is that why they're going to the extra righty on the blue line because we don't have Reinhardt?
It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
And another thing that bothers me, if you're gonna run two defensemen, why are we not setting Ekblad up for any one-timers? If you're gonna run two defensemen, I feel like you got to do that. And they have
But it's not the 2D look that bothers me. It's the Erod pick that bothers me.
yeah, Erod is awful in the power play. And here's what bothered me: when Reinhardt went down and they didn't call up,
They went to Verhaeghe.
Yeah.
They called up Boquist to play instead of Mackey. And I know Mackey was a little soft in quotation marks, and he lost his playoff spot. But I think when you lose a guy like Sam Reinhart, you need to replicate that power play guy. And Mackey's shown all year he was excellent on the power play. I'd argue he was one of our top 3 power play guys during the season.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even joking. I don't know how we came to the conclusion Erod was the guy to put on there. We have put Sam Bennett, Carter Verhaeghe. We literally have Brad Marchand sitting on the fucking bench. Anton Lundell. And we're going with Evan Rodriguez.
Hell, Lusto's a better pick than Erod at this point.
Literally.
What hand is
right? I'm not really sure what we're doing. I mean, it's very confusing. Do you guys think Reinhardt
plays? Erod's a righty, yeah.
I don't know if he plays game 5. I think Mikkola does.
I think Mikkola and Greer do.
Like, because
I think Reinhardt's game 6 if we make it there, like we said earlier, or 7. Because I had him missing 2 games from that.
Yeah, if like I'm more thinking it's Mikkola. Like, because
and we need Mikkola back very badly. Number one, you watch the game and Kulikov looks terrible on the second pair, and he's been looking great on the third pair all year. And second, Mikkola and Jones has been so steady and consistent this playoffs. Seth Jones totally thrown off by not having Mikkola there. I don't know what
I would have tried Schmidt up there, to be honest with you.
I would have too, because guess what? When you have Seth Jones with Kulikov there, Seth Jones, I don't think he trusts him or something because he was overthinking his plays. I think he looked terrible, and this is his worst game. The one game Mikkola's, I don't think it's a coincidence. Because even when we put Jones with Forsling, I think that pair didn't look very well. So we really found a match for Seth Jones. And he hasn't been on the team long enough where he's played with all these guys. You know, he still doesn't have as many reps. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that we lose his partner. Kulikov replacement wasn't good.
And a guy that I'm giving the benefit of the doubt to is Nico Sturm.
Yeah,
tonight.
Yeah,
because
he talked about on spaces, right? Like he's not
because he's a natural center, got thrown on the wing. Like it's very tough for.
Comment on my end. No comment.
Another situation where you can easily.
When we brought him in.
Kirby. Piss off.
Yeah.
Blow it out your ass.
He's giving Nick his shit for that. But that's another situation where why would you not call up Mackey there? You can drop Rod to the fourth line if you really need to, and you have a power play guy again. We have
if they weren't going to put Mackey in the top 6, I understand scratching him. I would have put Sturm in too. But like maybe
I wasn't too impressed with Sturm. I don't know.
He's useless there.
I mean, yeah, because he's on the wing.
What
did you guys think of Balinskis today?
I thought he had a really good PK.
I think he was good. I don't think he was bad.
There was a PK where he drove him out of the zone and kept them there and killed like 20, 30 seconds. I thought he was.
If you give us PK minutes, we know Mahura wasn't.
I thought he was fine.
Don't fucking bring that name up.
I didn't notice him, which is a good thing, I guess.
That's what answer was going to be.
Like, I didn't notice him. Didn't do anything out of the ordinary. Didn't do.
I always
bad.
say if you don't notice your third-pairing defenseman, it's a good thing. You don't.
I didn't have a problem with Schmidt or Balinskis.
I genuinely just realized I don't remember anything Balinskis did besides that PK.
Yeah,
also, speaking of Schmidt,
Balinskis had 14:34 of ice time tonight. Nate Schmidt 17-12. Kulikov 17-16.
Schmidt almost had a chance again, and they called it. Let's talk about going back to the rest. They call it a roughing penalty that when he got slashed. But Schmidt almost had that breakaway chance. And
we hit the post. He jumped up in the play, almost had a breakaway. He had some.
You want to talk about a guy embellishing? I think Jackson Blake kind of flopped on that.
He went flying. Yeah. Jackson Blake is no small guy. He's on the power play in Carolina, and he's the guy in front of the net. He knows how to take a beating. He can stand there. That was some soft shit. That was embellishment for sure.
Like, it's just, it's just like.
Oh, we got a comment there.
The Canes are better. Dog, you don't even believe that statement.
Tonight?
I legitimately
forget what. Hey, did you forget one word there, Oils?
The Canes are not better. And I'm going to be honest. I think I would take our third line over any of the lines on the Hurricanes.
Like, but here's what.
To add to that point, Cody, they switched their lines tonight. They dropped Taylor Hall quite a bit down the line up there.
They
Yeah.
did.
But
Another
noticed
guy
that.
who had a prime chance on the power play
Jankowski.
and banned on the shot. You guys see that one
This
too?
but it's still the same guys, like kind of like pushing it for him. Where it's like
The supporting guys.
like Stankoven, Carrier.
Yeah, Carrier moves up.
I don't think Anderson did anything
He
special.
made the saves
tonight.
that he had to,
Yeah.
and then
I
he
was-
didn't challenge
I
him
was
too
very
much.
upset because it's like, dude, you're being selective on the guy who we've lit up all fucking series. Get the puck on net.
And Carolina did a way better job getting pucks on net, and they also got traffic in that first period.
Yes, they did.
Well,
Especially in
Carolina
that
also-
first.
But Carolina did an amazing job about
That was their best period tonight, the first.
yeah.
period.
But Carolina's best, what they did way better than they did in the first 3 games was they protected the house better.
Yeah.
They were
did.
better in front of Anderson, getting like sticks in lanes. Like because remember, first 3 games,
Sticks.
Florida could have done whatever they wanted in front of the net,
Oh yeah.
like cross crease passes, stuff like that.
Behind the net passes, Cody out to the front slot.
Yeah.
And then I have a question for you guys. Did you think starting Anderson pregame, like obviously 2020 hindsight, was the right choice?
Yeah,
Y'all
Yeah.
agree?
100%.
I didn't think he
No,
was the
either
problem
way,
in starting
either way.
Kochetkov.
Either way.
Kochekhov's dog shit. I keep
It
trying
had
to tell
nothing
people that.
about the goaltending in this series. Nothing, Nick. You want to add to that?
Well, Kochetkov saved their asses in the first game in the first period. I mean, in game 3 of the first period.
Yeah, and then the third period happened.
The whole team.
I don't know. I don't think Anderson.
Those were all
Haney-
those were all turnovers, right, Nick? That Kochetkov was
Yeah.
having.
I don't think it's confidence with Anderson. I don't think we did enough tonight to get to him. I don't think Anderson's that good of a goalie. I really don't. I don't know why everybody's insisting that he is. I mean, you could put Vitek Vanacek behind that.
Well,
defense.
Doug McLean on the podcast really shit on the
He
Carolina.
shat on their goaltending.
I mean, it's not that good. I don't know why everybody's like.
I think it's
oh,
a little better than some people think. But
I don't know. I mean, I think if we actually got to our game a bit more tonight, we could shell them like we have.
So
I don't think. I honestly don't think, as much as people want to say, and this isn't just against Antonio. I think confidence is, excuse my language, a load of horse shit. I think it changes from game to game, and you have confidence going into game 5. Well, then if you give up the first goal, is your confidence gone? Is the momentum from game 4 still there? I don't know. Right? Like, so whatever. That's
Yeah,
just
it's
my
just-
take on it.
I'm not worried about a Freddie Anderson taking over the series. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Let's take a listen to what Rob Brindamore had to say.
Rod, we've all seen what Florida has done on the road this playoffs. How important is it not to get a little more comfortable because you're going home?
Yeah, we're not going to do that, but it is nice to, I think, enjoy it for a little bit. I think there's been a lot of crap thrown on this team that, I think we can enjoy the game for a little bit. And then now we got to, like you said, we know that they're not going away. This is not, it's not even a blimp on the radar for them is how they're looking at it. But we have to keep the gas down or keep the hammer down and give us a chance again next game.
These are our fans got to listen to that.
I think he knows.
You know,
I think he knows. He knows. Like as a coach, like it's going to be tough. Like it's not an ideal position to be in any team, but it's like
He blinked 3 times in that entire clip.
I mean, he knows this is.
That's all I would focus on.
I mean, this
I
is
don't agree
extremely
with him
tough.
being hard on his players. He's still protecting them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Aho done in this series.
but I don't disagree with anything he said. Like, let them enjoy it for a bit. I mean, they have been shit on this entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't call out the players last game. He didn't use anyone's names. He's really been protecting the star guys
Yeah,
in Carolina that say they want to be in the class of Alexander Barkov and Matthew Tkachuk. Well,
there aren't many player coaches that really call out their players by name except for like Patrick Wall.
Jim Montgomery.
Jim Montgomery did last year.
Yeah, but,
What happened there? Positive results.
so
what you're saying is we need to talk Paul Maurice.
does
No,
anyone know if Chatfield or Walker? But I think there's a higher chance of like Chatfield playing than I think Walker.
I think you guys think Walker's done for the
Separate.
series.
Sorry.
I think they need Chatfield a lot more than Walker too.
I think so because Chatfield is more situated for this series, Ryan, as talked about on our past capsules, than Walker.
But do you think Chatfield's close? Honestly,
Well, they first said he's borderline for what, game 1 or 2, and then it's game.
Cody heard game 3 from.
You can't trust
you can't
what
trust
you've heard
from the Carolina insiders that are close to the team. They were saying game 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
and he was out for the fucking preseason.
He was out for warm-ups in game 2, and then
he was out for game 1 and 2, actually.
And then he wasn't there for game 3.
Yeah, it's just, and then didn't even get a chance at game 4. I'm a little.
Hold on. He didn't travel with the team.
He didn't travel with the team.
No, he traveled with the team. I'm pretty sure he did. There was nothing about saying.
I'm just going to say,
but he didn't take the warm-ups. Is what you guys.
He took, yeah, but he took warm-ups against 1 and 2.
1 and 2, yeah. So I'm wondering.
But it's like weird. Did something flare up on him or something?
Is it a concussion to not fly?
I don't know.
You're saying he's there.
Well, if it was a concussion where he can't fly, there's no way he's going pregame skate for game 1 and 2.
Yeah, if a concussion is still like that heavy.
There. So he can go out for a skate, but if they didn't want to risk
if he can't fly, he shouldn't be skating at all.
Yeah.
Should be in a room with the fucking lights turned off. Like Walker, it's his shoulder. We already know that because he pointed to it on the bench when Greer rocked him.
Yeah.
And
like,
Chatfield got hurt in like round 1.
Yeah, somewhere against New Jersey, right? Because I don't think he played.
I don't think he played versus Washington. Because like a guy that I was impressed by for Carolina tonight, Alexander Nikishin.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's going to be a dog for them in the future.
Hey, hot take. I think he's a better rookie defenseman over Morrow.
Hey.
What a hot take.
But is this the goal right here?
This is the goal. I thought Seth Jones, this one might have been his worst game. I was not impressed with him.
I agree.
This is a turnover by him that created the goal. Let's take a look.
Where's the
He's at the fucking blue line.
Well, and not our blue line, the wrong blue line.
Oh my goodness.
Holy signature crash, guys. Add to the collection. That's number 3 in a row.
Not an episode unless Cody's mic gives out.
Yeah.
Give out eventually. Did I see the Jankowski one on the sports?
Please show that clip again. Please show it again.
The Jankowski one had me pissed off, dude.
No, because that was
what
such
the
a shit
fuck
change.
are you doing? The puck's not in deep. Why are you changing?
To the replay.
Like this is the long change, right?
What the fuck's he doing?
What are you doing?
All right, so we got. So there's 3 Panthers in this frame.
Kulikov, Lindell.
Barkov's behind the play, right? So play it again.
Probably going to the bench.
Just play it again.
No,
he just got on the ice, so that was because Lindell was on the ice where Kulikov was.
Don't tell the plus-minus Warriors that one. They're not going to like it.
Yeah, they're going to see Seth Jones dash 3, but 2 of those were empty netters, so it really don't matter. This is such a Panthers play to get beat on.
You know what? The freaking Jankowski one had me pissed because they're changing and they know the puck's not in deep yet. They know that there's a quick up there and they just don't give a fuck.
But
I don't care if it got disallowed. That's lazy and unacceptable.
That's lazy bullshit right there.
But that's something that's happened to us all year.
Yeah.
Like that type of goal. Like how many goals? Like we've had about 9-10 goals off of bad changes this year.
It would have been more if not for Bob.
Yeah,
it would have.
And Paul Maurice was his challenges.
But I didn't even see that second view of that, like the fucking Stankoven goal, because I'm like, where the fuck's the other D man?
See that Jankowski one from the side. You won't like it either.
We should give a shout out though to our video team. I think Kirby said to me, I think they're 18 for their last 18 offside challenges or something like that. So
you know, it's crazy. I'm like, because Cameron's like, oh, it looks like it's offside. It's probably going to say a goal. I'm like, I guarantee you it's not going to be no. It's going to be a no goal. Usually the 95% of the time that I've seen it since the challenge was implemented.
If it's offside, if they charge for offside, it's usually.
The only time that I still disagree with it was Colorado and Edmonton when they had that Cale Makar thing where they said the puck wasn't on his stick or whatever, but very ticky-tacky.
Well, you know what's funny is I remember the first time we saw that rule enforced, it was like Huberdeau versus New Jersey, like a couple of years ago, President's Trophy year, where he came into the zone backwards and the puck was the last thing to enter. And they ruled it since he had possession, it wasn't offsides or whatever.
Him and Duclair had one like that in Carolina, I want to say, too.
Yeah. That could be the game I was thinking about.
Ambiguous. There's still a human element where it's a judgment call. I think it's still not like objective. Like when you watch soccer and they have the virtual line or whatever. I don't know if you've seen it. It's still a little different. It's interesting. Oh.
What the fuck,
bro? What?
Let's see. Elbow out, jumping, and high. Wow, that's like elbow out, leaving your feet and the high step.
Must have missed.
See, how high did he get up? Okay.
Oh shit! All right.
You got a skateboard underneath there?
Yo, Kotkaniemi, we might need a career change for you. I think that Red Bull crashed ice might be a better future than hockey.
That boy must have been staring at the figure skaters when he was practicing a jig when he was a kid.
That's a Marner type thing with the little spin move with the ski in the air. You know, the famous warm-up clip.
Before we continue, Cody, that's a pretty nice hoodie you got on there.
Yeah, man.
You know where I can get one like that?
I wonder. I think there's a store in Davie that we can get one.
Panthers fever is here. Are you geared up? Caneswear in Davie is the place for all your Florida Panthers needs. They have the latest gear for our favorite NHL team. Jerseys, polos, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. Caneswear has you covered. Stop by their store in Davie or at pantherswear.com. Again, that's Pantherswear, WEAR.com for all your Panthers gear.
Shout out AI Kirby right there.
Yeah, Ryan, Nick think he went to broadcasting school.
But
hilarious.
But with me getting a job soon, I think I got to hit up this guy right here with Jeremy Becksells. Like, hey, Panther fans in South Florida need real estate help? Check out Jeremy Beckham with Next Home Treasure Coast. It's a boutique service with a personal touch. Jeremy and the team put humans over houses, working hard for you, whether you're buying or selling. Ready to move? Hit up BeckSaysFLA.com or call 772-475-5371 now. You'll be glad you did.
And guess what? Even if you're not a Panthers fan, we know we have a few non-Panthers fans. You live in the area, you can still hit him up. And the phone number's just on the right side. You can see it under his little JB with the house.
That's Mitchie right. Marner, you might need one here soon. Anyway,
real quick before we kind of move on, I'd like to give a shout out to John Acosta.
Yes,
at the arena tonight. Did an amazing job, like always.
It was so nice hearing him again after the last few performances.
Dude, it was crazy. It was really
nice. We might have to mute that there, Caesar.
Really?
Oh yeah, because it might be copyright. So, but shout out our boy John.
We need written permission from John first.
I don't know if it's from John. It could
Thomas,
be.
yes.
I think Nick was about to say.
Yeah, Thomas, it is time to panic. So we're just sitting here like sitting ducks, just waiting to get our hearts broken, you know?
Yeah. No, I'll panic if it goes to Game 7. But, I'll panic any Game 7 except when we play the Leafs, so.
Hey, we're undefeated in Game 7s featuring Paul Maurice here.
Paul Maurice in general is undefeated in Game 7s.
I don't want another Game 7 until next year. So.
Usually when we got lots going on in the Cats and Rats community, Caesar, we take a W. So this is a
Thomas, no panic. And any prediction who fires up the siren in Carolina for Game 5?
Oh, Cody had some before.
Cam Ward.
Wait, not Vince's Cam Ward.
No, the fucking good one.
Oh yeah, I was confused there.
How the hell are we getting confused? Carolina Hurricanes, Cam Ward.
You said Curry last time.
I was just making a joke.
Game 7. What's that?
I thought it was funny, Ryan.
Thanks.
I liked it.
Not that
I think Steph Curry.
Not the first overall bust.
But Carolina gets their first Eastern Conference final win since 2026 , my graduating year.
Dude,
Shout
that's
out
2006, big dog. 2026 is next year.
2006. My bad.
Caesar, don't tell me I'm older than you.
I was 2 years old.
Fucking here, Nick.
I was 2 years old.
I thought you were Nick.
Funny story. I was actually daycare.
Shit.
Chris during this.
Oh man!
Wow, that was a brain fart in that.
2026. They haven't gotten it yet.
Don't
I
worry,
was
guys.
2 years old before.
No, I'm still in high school, guys. Don't worry.
Last time Rod Brindamore scored a game-winning goal. for yes, those Carolina.
Yeah, probably wants to I wanted to probably recreate it tonight, knowing that fucking guy.
Probably
Anyway.
a better center than Jesper Kotkaniemi, still, to be honest.
Oh, I got something to add to you guys. I don't know if Matthew, is he still in here?
I have no idea. Just go ahead and say it.
You know who our shooter tutor was last year in the playoffs?
What?
Lawrence.
Right?
Even Lawrence.
Yeah.
Cody knows this answer. I don't know why you don't like pretend like
What
you
the fuck's a shooter tutor?
He
For
made
Bob
it
in practice.
Has a good jingle to it. I
You
like
don't
it.
know what that, Ryan, you know what that means, shooter
Yeah,
tutor.
yeah.
That's just a practice shooter. Like
Shooter tutor. Oh, come on, Cody. He's like, I never heard this analogy before, this
what's
expression.
practice shooter for me?
Okay, you know who our practice shooter is this year in the playoffs?
Is he in the
Jesper
lineup?
Boqvist.
Jesper Boqvist. See, Ryan knows this.
It's
Ryan, don't answer
Jesper?
this question. And Nick, do you know who used to be during the season?
Adam Boqvist.
It's the same name. Popcorn. But
Ding, ding, ding.
He's like, let's just slide your brother over.
Let's get the popcorn.
Cody and Ryan will appreciate
This is
it.
why we fucking
Is
lost.
that why you guys thought Bob wasn't so good at the beginning?
This is why we fucking lost. We had the fucking Dolphins in the stadium.
Hey,
Did they bang the drum?
Yes.
Steelers.
sir.
Steelers did.
Give me a break. So it was Charles Johnson one night, and it was a
Hey,
dog
yo.
tonight.
Yes.
Zach
Those
Sealer
are
is
the
a
L's.
dog.
Zach
Zach
Sealer
Sealer
is
is
the
a
one.
dog. I'm not going to take
Zach
any.
Sealer is a dog. Kirby, you would
Cody-
love him on the Cowboys.
You'd love him.
Cody's teams with the L's on the drum.
What are you talking about? When Tua banged the drum last year, we won.
My
Yeah.
guy and Ryan's guy, Luongo. Game 7, Ryan.
Both my guys are 2-0.
You know what they need? They need Edmonton should really hope Dak Prescott gets to the Dallas Stars game and for Game 5.
Oh, don't even go there, Kirby.
So, that's what
Or
they're-
Nick.
That'll really calm him down, I think.
No. Let's not
That's
even.
what Nick wants if Dallas plays
Or-
Florida in the Stanley.
No,
Like,
you know,
get the whole Cowboys to the fucking stadium.
No, you know
if
what?
you get Micah Parsons there, he'll bang the drum
When-
and then take pictures with all the Oilers guys. This
When-
guy's the biggest fake guy ever. Love the opposing teams, man.
Wait,
This
who?
podcast players with Phillies. You know he's going down taking selfies with McDavid if they get
Wait,
Micah.
who?
Opposing team, hey?
Micah
You're
Parsons.
gonna ask him to come on his podcast
no.
too.
No, you know what's funny? When the Stars played the Kraken a couple years ago, I wanted Tony Romo to go do something for the Dallas Stars.
This guy.
That would have ruined Game 7 for the Stars.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm sorry.
Tony Romo versus Pete DeBoer. Which
Man.
clutch gene
They-
overruns the other one?
Watch James one now.
Yeah, just fumbled the field goal again.
We're
Oh,
gonna
my God.
end that discussion.
Cody would have been so toxic.
Stop, we got to stop talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Somehow, some way, they make an appearance here.
Fins up, baby.
Yeah,
What the fuck is that shit?
that's our fins up, man.
You know
Ryan
what?
better be back here in February.
I
Fins to
vote-
the left.
I vote for
Fins
Larry
to the
Allen to
right.
come to South Florida. And
Oh,
bang the
stop
drum.
it! Stop
You want
it!
to-
No,
For
you
anybody
know
who
who we
doesn't
need.
know,
You know who needs to bang the drum for the Panthers next game? Leon Lett, baby. Yes, sir.
so
Oh,
for anybody who
Oh,
doesn't know the
celebrate
league,
regular season football wins with the best of them.
so anybody who doesn't know the Larry
Yeah,
Allen
because you
joke,
took the L, loser.
I want to play off.
For anybody who doesn't know the Larry Allen joke, I was talking with Kirby and Caesar one day, and I mentioned Larry Allen. I think for a coaching position, I didn't realize he was dead. So,
Kirby and I just,
Like you're too private.
I didn't realize.
and he
so
was like dead serious. He's like, Larry Allen would be a great head coach.
I was fucking around. Honestly, I was just.
I'm not going to say anyone with Florida because it's a little too.
I don't fucking care about the Dallas Cowboys anymore. I'm sorry.
Hey,
You,
Justin.
you didn't play
Justin-
Madden. They
Hey,
gave
Justin.
us
Hey,
free
put the
cards.
camera right on me, Caesar. I want the solo cam for this comment right here. You down, baby.
Nope,
You down.
Nope.
Go
All right.
Knowles.
There goes 100 of our subscribers. See you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Cody. These guys are messing with future.
Fuck
songs.
BJ's Brewhouse. Fuck them.
Right, like all these ones are calling out. Nick doesn't want the Publix power play anymore.
No, that was me.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I'm the one who clowned on the Publix power play. That was my
No,
bad.
Nick did on air.
Oh, nice, Nick. Both of us.
It's the pub. I'll tell you, when they say it's time for a Publix power play, everybody gets excited. I'm like, that's not a good fucking thing.
They're 7% on the Publix power play. Try something else.
Like, I don't know. Try the fucking, what's like the Wings Plus power play. Fuck it.
Bro, they already have Stoli vodka.
I know what you're doing, and it's not.
Holy
Gonna
Honestly, I didn't think of it doing it. I just couldn't think of any like South Florida local restaurant. Oh wait, the Pollo Tropical power
There you
play.
go.
Yes, sir.
No, good
I
fuck
fuck
about
with
that.
that. The Flanagan's power play. Who knows?
Oh yes, sir. Flanagan's.
Let's get a Flanagan's 5-on-4
The
goal.
Caesar Lucero power play.
Well, look at Connor bringing up the brass bonanza there. Okay.
Tell these guys to hire me.
Our public subs that good are just hype. They are fucking fire, dude. Fire.
Yes, Antonio, you have to try them. They've said that to me.
Ryan's from Canada, and he could vouch for it.
Yeah, they're good, man.
Holy,
I love Publix. Is my first stop when I go to Florida. Actually, Publix.
Antonio, I have to give you a shout out on air. You're here every night. Message me or whatever, man. Are you on Twitter X? Get an account. Message me over there. We have to.
Do we have to watch this?
But yeah, of course. I mean,
why?
Man, fuck this shit. I'm walking away.
Why do we have to watch this?
I love when Caesar puts something up in Cody Lou.
Why are we watching this?
No, what are we doing?
People love seeing your guys' reaction. We are entertainment. This is after dark, right?
This is the second worst thing you put up here. The worst thing's still the Pat Maroon retirement bullshit.
The worst.
That pissed me off too. I was in here.
Hey, Justin, don't worry. That's my school, dog. So
was Caesar trolling us that night, Cody? That was wild.
Must have been, because Caesar's a little fucking troll. People like, oh, the little lovable Caesar. No, he likes to like make us suffer sometimes with these.
Caesar. When you troll, it's my favorite part about you. That's my favorite part. I think
we're gonna start to question next year if Biz is giving him stuff or Canadian Oldie if he puts stuff up.
So hold on a minute. I have a question to raise.
What's up?
Is Caesar on his way to North Carolina tomorrow?
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah. Caesar? You wanted us to lose.
No, I never said I wanted you.
Fucking asshole.
You know.
He's out here taking pics with Mama Kachuk just to hope they go to Game 5.
Caesar just wanted a free trip.
I actually wanted us to lose.
The Chuck family.
Or to win.
Oh no, he slipped up. He slipped up.
Clip that.
What did he say?
He said lose. He said lose.
He said lose? What?
Yeah.
No, I wanted us to win. Unfortunately, I don't think I might be able to go because I do have a doctor's appointment.
Oh,
bring the doctor. He can be your plus one.
Yeah, just like
I know.
Tell him to add an extra ticket.
Panthers have staff on handling.
I know. I just got my CT scan last week, so I have to go in.
But all things are pretty positive, right, Caesar?
Yeah. Hopefully. So
prayers to Big C's.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
But I can't believe you wanted us to lose. I'm not letting that slip up go.
No. I'm clipping that the second this is done, and I'm posting it on Twitter. I'm gonna engagement farm. I'm gonna write.
No, that should be your clip every time we do lose, like next season. Just put that.
No, I'm using it for
Twitter.
Twitter.
We got a whole blooper reel on this episode.
Caesar reposted one of my tweets, and that was my highest liked tweet in forever. So
there we go, Ryan.
I'm gonna add Big C's
No, you're not doing the Jamie thing. You're not.
At Channel 4 News.
Oh my God! How many times has Jamie retweeted?
At Kirby, at Bill Zito, at Caesar, at Vincent.
Oh my God!
You guys,
I must say, can I just say this, Jamie? I'm honored you view me in the same class as those gentlemen, but I'm really not. So
no, Nick, you know a lot.
Fuck off, Curb.
Jamie tagged me in a tweet earlier. He's like, at Ryan. The game day chat's not working for me. My Twitter DMs aren't working. Am I Elon Musk? I can't fix your Twitter DMs.
No, my favorite thing's like when he tweets like us three, like me, Kirby, and Nick, and like he puts like Bill Zito and Benny Viola.
Well, Bill Zito didn't know us before. He knows us now, gentlemen.
Hey, he's gotten a response. I think Doug Sifu responded to him once on Twitter.
No, we're not going there again. No.
Dougie, stay off Twitter, buddy.
But shouts out to Jamie. We do love.
We love Jamie, but like it's like every season they got to re-sign this guy. I'm like, it's Jamie. What do you want us to do?
So while we're just bullshitting now, I want to ask Kirby, how much are we signing Mitch Marner for?
Oh God!
Toronto Maple Leafs want to bring him back today, and O-Dog's head was about to explode on Chris Johnston. He's like, I'm just talking. They have to talk to him. He's like, no, you don't. You can cut the cord and get rid of him. And they're like, well, who else are you going to get? Oh, we'll get 2 or 3 different players. We'll figure it out.
Caesar, let me share the screen.
I don't media, man. So soft on Mitch Marner.
I mean, this could be the future right here.
Is Paul Marner slipping?
There we go.
I'm going to walk away.
There you go, Kirby. Take care.
We got Kirby to leave the camera.
Yes, sir. Woo! I'm host now, bitch.
Yeah. Marner signing with the Blackhawks. Wow.
Was he getting 14.5 million?
I think Kirby would want to trade. He would request
Marner,
trade.
Carlson, I'll leave.
Hey, what if we trade a guy like Anton Lundell for Marner? How would you feel?
There we go. We could fit him in. But we got to make sure Paul Maurice changes for Mitch Marner. We need him to fit in well.
Yeah, we can't have this tough culture. We've got to be nice and soft so that he feels at home.
We got to cater to Marner.
Yes, Kirby.
He did look a little natural in that uniform.
You know, and his dad Paul comes with him. You know,
he looks a little bit like Mackie Samoskevich when he was wearing the uniform.
I have a question. Does all the fucking Toronto media come with him, or can we leave him up there?
Oh, please no.
They might have some.
Hey, look at Antonio. Why does Marner look like a natural in the cat uniform?
That's what I'm saying. It's because he looks a little bit like Mackie. There's a little resemblance.
Out of here, Antonio. Brad Marchand looks natural in the red. Ryan, we knew that in February.
Yeah, we told you.
Hey, how did your the IHF championships go?
Congratulations to USA. Now it's only the Toronto Maple Leafs have a longer streak than you guys.
Hey, I don't care. We got the gold medal.
No, about street.
3-on-3.
I'm not gonna say it.
You guys lost to Denmark. Like,
okay, Ryan, you're here. It's great you're here tonight. 3-on-3 skill competition.
Doesn't count.
IHF. Or what
3-on-3.
was when McDavid scored? How many people were on the ice?
I remember
Listen,
Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner.
If you win a gold medal, listen. If you win a gold medal in the
guys lost to Denmark.
Okay, if you lose a gold medal with 3 people on the ice or in a shootout, it does not count.
No matter. Gold medal, bitch.
And Cody, they got McKinnon and Crosby to finally come out for one of these fucking shit shows. Huh?
Number 2, wait. Kyle Dubas was the GM, automatically invalid. Guy's a loser. Everything he touches turns to garbage.
Last year, I think.
And number 3, funny story about the team. The Canada team were so confident they left their stuff and didn't bring it.
Guess what? They had to go back and get it.
I with the Denmark team back to I think Stockholm.
That's how it's gonna be in Milan, baby.
Oh, clip it, Ryan. Clip
it.
You want to give Ryan a bottle because Matthew owes him one from Four Nations. Ryan.
Yeah, we're talking about Four Nations in May. We're
All right.
Olympics.
McAvoy was injured. What is that loser McAvoy going to do? Take a couple more penalties? Whine a little bit?
Is this fucking... Oh, this is Jack Guy's brother that gets hit with this ball.
This was a betrayal. He's out. I picture this being Kirby to Nick.
It wouldn't have ended as nice for Curb. I'm going to tell you that right
That's
now.
going to slap him.
Nick would have picked up the ball and chucked it at him.
Yeah.
He's like,
play fair. I want to win.
The Americans don't play soccer.
Nick would have threw a chicken cutlet at him.
No, damn right. I'm doing
By the way, how was the chicken cutlets?
Yeah. They were excellent.
They were bullshit because we lost.
I'm glad you enjoyed it Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it today.
Who did you not invite?
Nobody on this stream.
No, he made it very clear. No one
courtesy invite, knowing I couldn't show up anyways. You know that, right?
You know what? Next time, you guys can all come. You're all invited.
Yeah, Hey, Caesar, you can get your chicken cutlets.
Who else was having chicken cutlets? Because they
D'Lo had chicken cutlets.
D'Lo, if you're listening to this, congratulate just genius level shit. I'm starting a movement.
I have a new rule. No chicken cutlets on Panthers game days because they lost.
Yeah, stick to your pizza thing you told me about, Nick.
Do we need like a chicken cutlets poster or something?
Wait, see here. And Nick, did you guys meet up before the game tonight?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's true.
We talked for about 15 minutes. Shout out Tyrion. We met with him too.
Yeah.
Always I'll be down in South Florida.
This is just fucking
that is blasphemy.
What the fuck are we talking about right now?
Justin joined us tonight on Spaces. I'd like him to join us next time Nick's on as my coach.
Justin, are you 5?
Come on, Justin.
It would be very nice.
We can't have another chicken cutlet until the Panthers win again. True.
That I don't eat
so
big.
Nick could have a chicken cutlet.
But even
Thursday,
me, I can't do mozzarella sticks over chicken cutlets.
Mozza sticks are good.
We need to get a chef's hat, Caesar, for this segment.
I don't think I've had mozza sticks sober in maybe 12 or 14 years.
They're bomb, but they're not better than chicken cutlets.
Yeah, not even close.
Wait, what did you just say?
He said the mozzarella sticks are bomb, but I said they're not better than chicken cutlets.
No, they're not. They're not.
Hey, Kirby, food question. What's your favorite appetizer?
Oh, I could go anything. Give me some options.
Well, I mean, what's your favorite? Anything. Like, the whole menu's open.
I could do like would you constitute wings?
Not really, but yeah, if you
I'm not gonna like this answer, like a soup, a French onion soup.
French onion soup is crazy.
That's all that came to mind right now. We live in Canada, Ryan. It's cold up here.
Fried calamari, easy, dog.
Calamari, that's what I was gonna say. Not even
That's
close.
good. It's good.
You get a little lemon juice on it. Oh, peak.
I can do some scallops.
That's not an appetizer though. Wait, so I feel like Kirby's like a spinach artichoke dip type of guy.
I'm gonna go with that.
Nope.
Yeah, Lulu, I'm with you as an appetizer. French onion soup, Kirby's 80.
Yeah, literally. We've been saying this guy's older than Nick.
Not many people.
I mean, Nick's still listening to fucking Luther Vandross over
I
here.
am, and I'm not gonna stop.
Well, Cody's
Also,
not letting me
really funny. We've been talking about food. Whenever we lose, I just eat cake. So I've been munching on an entire.
Kirby, what about egg rolls? What about egg rolls?
By the way, just want to say I want to give a shout out to our chat and our people listening. We officially reached 1,000 views for our last After Dark show. That is really awesome.
And we are approaching 400 subscribers.
Yeah, it's crazy. Lulu, I'm not slandering Luther Vandross. On a good day, I'll listen to some.
Thank you, Lulu.
But that's all he listens to.
No, that's not all I listen to. But there's never too much of Luther Vandross.
Shut your ass up.
Hey, no.
You gotta give me that one. No.
I've been in a car with Nick. This guy had some very diverse aux. It was just.
What about some Bob Marley?
Yeah, I got Bob Marley. That's when I'm. That's
what I'm like 21 Savage.
I knew you were gonna say that, Cody. I know you so well. I knew you were gonna say 21.
Thank you, Lulu. Lulu's the only one that got that pun.
All we
Thank
have
you.
to do is have Ryan on here. It turns into spaces here.
Bob Marley is when I'm in a little bit of a different mood. But anyway,
Nick,
back to the game. I have a thing. Why does anyone know the last time the ref called a penalty shot on anything? Tell me a better.
Oh my God! Thank you for bringing that up.
Than to put a penalty shot for Lundell. I cannot imagine a scenario where anything else would be a penalty shot. I just don't know. And they didn't call it.
He was literally.
He was on a breakaway.
On a breakaway.
From scoring or getting a scoring chance. That is the definition of a penalty shot.
Yeah, I did not agree on that call.
The last penalty shot attempted was on April 15, 2025. It was Chandler Stevenson on David Riddick.
What a
Sorry, what about in a playoff game? Because I feel like that's when they even call him less.
See, now Justin's back on my good
Pronger,
side.
2006.
This makes up for the Cutlet bullshit comment.
Yeah, Chris Pronger is the only one I know in the playoffs where he sniped it.
Alexander Barkov, New York Islanders. I don't want to.
I was at that game. I was fucking pissed. Then I had to watch Alan Quine fucking rip one on Luongo. Fuck that guy.
Oh, you better not saying fuck that Luongo guy. It better be fuck
Alan Quine.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
There's another one, Ryan.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's
one
no
timer
excuse,
from the freaking
there's no
far
excuse
circle
not to call that a penalty shot on Lundell. And I don't know what the conversion rates on penalty shots are. It's not like it's a guaranteed goal. Maybe the rest, we don't want to give him a free goal.
The last penalty shot.
To be fair, it was Lundell. He's automatic.
I was gonna say
last postseason.
Yeah.
Evgeny Kuznetsov on Semyon Varlamov, he scored.
Oh, okay.
But that was the only penalty shot. The year before had 3 penalty shots. Jordan Martinook, Brandon Hagel, Jack Hughes. The year before had 2, and the year before that had 0.
Yeah, see, like
players.
I am not a fan of Genesis Antonio.
Was that on home ice, Cody?
What happened?
Kuznetsov, was that on home ice?
I'm not sure. It may have been.
Remember it.
But my issue is they're acting like some drastic difference. The average penalty shot shoot attempt is around 34%, and the average power play this last year was 21.5%. They're acting like it's some like 40, 50% difference, and I guess that's why they're not calling it, but I still think it's stupid.
But but in terms of, I'm just looking at something here. I'm actually looking because Kirby mentioned the overtime thing.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to fucking 1922, there has been 3 penalty shots in overtime in the playoffs.
What?
None of them have scored.
Exactly. It's not even a game changer. Great.
The first penalty shot ever scored in the playoff, actually, according to this, was Wayne Connolly of the Minnesota North Stars back in 1968.
Oh, I remember that. I was at that game.
Were you watching it with Larry Allen?
I was. And Roger.
He's watching with his second wife, Stacy.
And a Hall of Famer was the goalie. It was Terry Sawchuk.
Hmm.
But the first ever goal that was the first overtime penalty shot was Joe Juneau.
Oh, Joey Juneau.
On Ken Reggett.
Was he on Washington or Boston?
Washington. And then
Alexei. They'll call embellishment like that, but they won't fucking call a fucking penalty shot for shit.
And then Alexei Morozov on Andy Moog did not score.
There's a name.
This is Canadians, Andy Moog.
We're at that point in the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, also, Cody, say some of these for trivia. If you guys don't know, on Twitter X platform during the offseason, Kirby runs some fire trivia. And Cody, you're going to hate him after your first time there, but it's so fun.
I asked good questions last time. People were pissed off at Kirby last time, not me.
Okay.
Ryan.
Usually people are pissed off.
Lost record, Ryan, but you do nurse some of those W's. You do have a social life. But,
I've got to the championship
once.
once.
It's been there more, Ryan.
I didn't get there.
Ryan's near the top.
I'm undefeated. I'm also winless.
Poor Caesar could not remember Jaromir Jagr one day.
Oh my God! You guys will never get. Oh.
Does anybody want to tell Matthew who the coach was in between Q and Maurice? I didn't seem to remember.
Yeah. Let's see. Look, Alexander Barkov on Thomas Greiss overtime.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that.
And then the last overtime penalty shot was Jonathan Drouin on Matt Murray in the bubble.
Are we rapping here?
I guess.
No, just want to show the.
Nope, we're not. Okay.
Shut up, Nick.
Show the quick clip of shout out to CBS 4 News for putting us on air tonight. They featured me today on the sports segment, and I think Mike forgot his last name. Cugno did a great job. Florida State alumni, Cody.
Yes, sir. Go Noles, baby.
Here's a little small clip because we can't show the whole thing for copyright purposes. But catch it if you guys want to watch it. It'll be on my social platforms and on X. And that's what Matthew Tkachuk brought. That pedigree of not only winning, but hating to lose. And you can see that with the boys. Unbelievable moment. I can't wait for these next couple of years. But like I say, one shift at a time, one period at a time, one game at a time. Let's go, Cats.
People are starting to say your tagline there, Caesar, in our
every game.
Kirby got on Channel 4 before he actually got down to South Florida. It was pretty impressive.
Can
you imagine what happens when he actually comes here?
Right? He might be bigger than me.
With the Paul Maurice mask.
You're gonna get like a royal welcome. You're gonna get the stairs pulled up to the fucking plane. You're gonna wave and walk down.
Nick will throw up.
I'll throw up. I'll be honking the horn. Let's fucking go.
And then Kirby's going to be like, I'm getting heat stroke down here.
Look, how do you handle the 24 degrees? It's so boiling out here.
I can picture him when he gets off. I was going to say, I can picture him when he gets off the plane. He'll have the sun lotion on the nose.
Yep.
Probably got sunburn on the nose.
He's going to have the flowers around his neck and a Hawaiian and like a Floridian t-shirt.
He's going to have the lay, was what they call it, right?
Can we have him dress up like Scuba Steve when he goes to the beach?
Yes.
Like Kirby.
You get that youthful look if you don't take care of your skin, everyone. Take care of your
skin. Kirby, we've talked about a lot of things. We're not talking about
the
skincare.
Please don't. I already got one person in my ear about that dumb shit. So, I mean.
Oh, well, let me answer a question from Antonio. Ryan, you're Canadian, but root for an American team? Yeah, you're right.
It's going to be a long story.
I'll make it short. I was just a huge Luongo fan as a kid. And where was Luongo? In Florida when I was first starting to watch. And then I just, stuck with him. And then he came back and it was the happiest day of my life. And so then I've been a Panther fan. Very minority. You see a few. It's mostly Edmonton. You get a lot of Oilers. Like it's like 99% Oilers fans. Never met a Panthers fan here, which is pretty funny. But you get the occasional Maple Leafs fans in this. But yeah, no,
He also likes to dabble in Edmonton Oiler fandom because he's been going to those fucking mosh pit parties.
Listen, if you saw how fun these parties are when they
you're wearing a
You wore Edmonton.
You're wearing a Team Canada
celebrating
McDavid
with
shirt.
Edmonton.
You're not even wearing a Panther shirt. He's wearing a Team Canada McDavid shirt. What do you think that infers?
Yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, what is he doing?
That's a load of horse shit. Right?
I'm scouting the finals competition.
Scouting with the fucking McDavid shirt
in Vegas.
Okay.
That was in Edmonton. That was in
Edmonton now.
Yeah, I'm back.
You should know there's absolutely nothing in the background. There's no skyline. You know it's Edmonton.
Oh, excuse me.
Ryan, look what's back here.
My flag's in my room.
You know, Ryan, that's not the shirt you were wearing the other day.
He's not making a good case for himself here, Nick.
It's not the shirt you were wearing. It said Team Canada.
Here, you know what? I got a good.
I gotta take the heat off my boy Ryan.
Is that better, guys?
I gotta take the heat off my boy.
Thank you. Thank you, Cole.
That was a transition. Look at all these guys. I think they're at the broadcasting school here.
I gotta take the heat off of them.
You know
Ryan,
what?
that's not planned.
Even though we lost, it still always works, and it's gonna work for Game 5. Shout out to the Holy Water.
That shit didn't work tonight. Fuck the holy water.
Yeah!
No. Whoa, now we got Cody. Now we got to get Cody out of here. All right. Here we go.
Bring him back. Poor guy. But let me just say, there's nothing wrong with going on an Oilers watch party with my boys, getting free beers, and just goofing off.
Like, you know what Cameron and I did today before the game?
That's not what it looked like from our vantage.
That's not what it looked like.
You know what Cameron and I did before the game today?
Yeah, what'd you do?
We gave out free beer, and nobody wanted it.
What?
How do you guys? Nobody want like we had like 3 or 4 people.
And
like free beer. Free
you
beer.
want to hear the best part about that? You should never do it again because we lost. All right.
Well, of course not. Cam's not going back to another game.
Justin, one thing you're gonna learn about me.
I also shotgunned a beer too, so it's.
So
all right.
today they're not going to like to hear this, Caesar, but you, me, and Cam, we FaceTime today.
Yes, we did.
Can we do that?
I got to. Am I the only person that has not met
And
Cam?
Kirby, what shirt were you wearing today?
He went. I think he just got out of the shower.
It was
Or
just
today.
Were you tarps off?
It's either got to be tarps off or the Luongo shirt.
Yep.
Hey, Kirby, go to the fucking zoo, eh?
The zoo. That's for the Stanley Cup final.
Hey,
You didn't go before
I
Game
don't think
7.
Game 7. If you go to Game 7, I'll go there by myself, even if it's raining.
I don't care. I don't care if it's for 5 minutes.
Jersey, by the way.
I don't care if it's
He
for
has the
5
fight
minutes
strap
or
on the
5
back.
hours. You just
5
got to
minutes?
go.
How much the entry fee is?
Oh, it's so expensive.
$40.
I'll send you 20.
Yeah.
Oh, American, right?
I'll send you 10 cents. Anyway.
But Justin just realized doesn't realize I collect the jerseys like this. So he's like, why the fuck does Cody have this on?
Justin, this guy has maybe 45 jerseys.
Cody won that.
Wait. Y'all have 3 zoos in America? Is that a thing?
No.
In Washington, D.C. it is, they think.
Oh,
Metropolitan city.
But to say Zoo Miami ain't fucking free.
Okay, we
No,
can
no,
all
it's not.
Zoo ain't free. I didn't go to that. That was I'll go to a
free
baseball.
zoo is you drive to Banff on off season. You'll hope you see a couple.
Hey,
Yeah, talk to
if
the
it makes you feel any better, this is a Marchand,
with them, right?
not a Bergeron. So I mean, but I got the C right here.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's Bergeron with the C there.
Yeah, but it's
You
Marchand.
gotta respect it. Cody's the Jersey King.
Cody's bowling now.
Which is your favorite? Wait, real quick. Which is your favorite jersey that you have of all time? Not being a Florida Panther fan.
My white Lidstrom.
That's so far.
The wing wheel.
Second closest. I actually have. There's a top 3. I have.
I'll go just to jump in.
The white Lidstrom is number 1 for me. Number 2, my Nordique Peter Stastny. That's the most rare jersey I have.
Blue or white?
Blue.
Thank you.
Filthy.
And then my third favorite is fuck. I just thought of it, now I'm blanking on it. Oh shit.
Your tooth.
I was just thinking about it. My Dustin Byfuglien Thrashers jersey.
That's a good one.
Oh, okay.
I have a Jason Robertson Stars black jersey.
Yes.
Yeah.
You haven't worn that one. I haven't seen that. But I thought Cody was going to say Ruslan Fedotenko or some bullshit like that.
Oh, the Fedotenko one? No,
I know what Ryan's is. It's his McDavid Oilers one. That's his favorite.
I don't have him a jersey. I do not own an Oilers jersey. Do not worry.
And Kirby's favorite is his Flames Aginla.
Jerome McGinley. I don't have it.
He would actually. I think Kirby would actually have.
No, Kirby has a Flames TJ Brody. That's his.
I don't have any Flames jerseys.
I don't even collect hockey jerseys. I only have Panthers ones because you can't. You can't really wear them in around.
But
I have
Ryan's working his way back now.
Kirby, Caesar, what's your favorite jersey all time? Larry Allen.
No, it's
Jason
actually
Witten?
Jason Witten, Deion Sanders, primetime.
I got
And
primetime Falcons jersey. That's a nice one.
it's either between Aikman or Romo because I was a big Romo fan.
You know,
so I think those two are tied.
I have 45. I have a bunch of hockey jerseys. I have no idea how many I have.
You guys don't even know my favorite jersey.
Your favorite jersey
for sports?
TJ Brody.
I'm gonna say Ichiro, Seattle Mariners.
Baseball. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I got Ichiro and a Delgado. But I love them. They play baseball.
I got an Orlando Magic T-Mac jersey. I got a Deion Sanders Falcons jersey, and I got a Tyreek Hill jersey that says Cheetah on the back.
I only have 2 Dolphin jerseys. One is Tua. I got it the week after he got drafted.
Me too.
And I don't know if you guys remember this name, but he was my original favorite player. But Devon Bess.
Yeah.
Number 15.
I don't have any more Cowboys jerseys after that loss to Green Bay.
But Edmonton, Edmonton, I have Sean Horkoff.
So this guy has an Oilers jersey and I don't, and I'm getting slack. No offense.
He's not going to the mosh pit in a McDavid Canada shirt.
I have Horkoff. But it was when they went to that navy blue with the browner stripes.
Yeah.
Those jerseys, they sucked.
Yeah. I don't any jersey with the stripes like this, even ours, terrible.
It's probably my bottom 3.
I'll rock a potential gold pinstripe jersey here in about a week here.
Kirby, you know what happened to that Cowboys jersey after the Packers game I went to?
In the trash.
Don't tell me you threw it on the field because I don't endorse
it. In some lake in Dallas, I bet.
Just want to give a shout out
in the sewers in Dallas somewhere
to the people on my Instagram, a couple of Canes fans. Shout out to K. Frank and Lloyd Mayweather on here.
Shout out to the Canes fans. Y'all deserve the win tonight.
Yes.
Y'all were the better team.
They played a lot better. Shout out to them. They deserve the win. And, it's
they're like you guys talking about jerseys.
Sue me. This is it. This is what they're making.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
You know what? He's gone. Anyway.
This guy, Brian, what is this?
But it's funny. I think
he's our moderator. Everyone.
Yeah. I think when I do the trivia this year, I think I'm gonna do trivia on what players I have for each jersey.
Yeah, it's a T-shirt.
Yeah,
I have a full jersey, autograph, sweater, sweatpants, matching tracksuit.
Shout out to Justin here. His favorite jersey is a Scott Mellenby 1996 Panthers throwback jersey.
There we go.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but what's funny is that logo is better, but the shield will always be synonymous with the winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't win anything until we got the shield.
It
still looks
Clark Griswold jersey, Chicago Blackhawks.
That's what I like.
I don't know. What's the most throwback? I think the most throwback jersey I have is Peter Stastny.
What? Tell that to the Leafs. What?
The most random jersey I have. I got another Leafs one 2 months ago.
Leafs fans' favorite is their customized Bennett jerseys.
I got another Leafs jersey 2 months ago, and I put it in storage with all my other jerseys. And it was fucking Thomas Caberlet.
We should get Kirby an Edmonton Oilers Jordan Eberle jersey.
His favorite player.
We should get Kirby a Chicago Blackhawks Mike Richards.
No. We got to get him a Darnell Nurse jersey because he's been defending him on Twitter all week.
Real quick,
I've been right on that, Ryan. Cody's been wrong. Cody's like, I'll forgive him. Who cares if Hintz played? Well, he didn't play, Cody.
Fucking man up.
Took you a while to get those words out there, Curb.
I kind of want to ask you guys, for those of you who haven't listened to the Cats and Rats podcast, the latest episode with Doug McClain, you definitely got to go check it out. Cody, Nick, and Kirby, what was your favorite part of that interview with Doug McClain?
Just before we start, Caesar, you want to say we did forget to ask him something?
Yes, I was like, when he was talking about the Bennett acquisition from Calgary, I was like, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for you guys to ask him. Do you think he stays in Florida? How much?
I wasn't even thinking about that.
I thought you guys would have jumped in on that.
No, I'm not doing that. Like, because I was enjoying what he was saying, and I didn't think about it like that. And
was the model's name Nikki Taylor, Kirby?
Yes.
Yeah. That story.
That was my favorite part of it.
I got a message on that today, like the Rob Niedermeyer story there.
It's like, go get that one signed for me and bring it back.
I think my favorite part was it's a very low key part of it, but it gives us a background of what was going on, like after the 2017, like the 2018-19 season, where it was Vinny Viola who told Talent to go after Panarin and Bobrovsky.
And he wanted both of them.
He wanted both of them.
I thought that was pretty awesome to see or hear.
That's when owners do jump in, Cody, when it's that mega superstar or those mega.
Yeah.
That's
it was the first time you really heard anything like Viola pounding the table for something. So I thought that was very interesting. I mean, the Screwdland story with the beer bottle.
That was. Yeah, I was dying.
But yeah, you guys.
I was dying.
But
it kind of brought memories like when we would like lose in a game too. The bus ride home, just certain players just made the mood a little bit different. So
and like when we showed that Carter Verhaeghe clip with Paul Maurice a couple weeks ago, when he talked to Paul Maurice, he said this is a special room and there's like great guys in this room. Brian Scrudlin gave Doug McClain that call when he was on holidays in Calgary. Doug called up Brian Scrudlin. He's like, "We got a special team here, Doug. Like, get ready here." And he said, "Please." And they went
and then after it was like the classic Panthers fuck up. Like when they fired McClain, I didn't know this until after, where they won the next game like 7-2, he said, and they lost 17 straight.
I gotta look that up.
You're muted, Nick.
I gotta do a little
9-7.
Like 9-7, and they lost 17 straight right after that.
That put a smile on his face. There was something.
Oh yeah. But that's
he was joking too. He's like
Kirby's interviewed him before, so he's kind of like new, like same thing. But for like me and Nick, I think me and him both have the experience. But when you're interviewing a guy like that, you just sit there and listen.
Yeah, he was just joking too. He's like, it took him 25 years to finally break
my fucking record.
I thought that was pretty funny.
And then
he's like, how awful is that? Am I
Toronto fans don't feel bad.
But his face when I told him like Maurice is going to be the first coach to make it past 3 years with the Panthers, he was like, "Whoa!"
Well, right away he thought of ownership and how it's failed in the past.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was an honor talking to that guy.
Yes,
because he's Panther royalty. I call he wants to dismiss it, but he is to me because before Maurice got here, he was the greatest coach the Panthers ever had.
Yep.
Or at least
Justin, you would remember this. What a lot of Panther fans were upset at that time, like Doug McClain getting fired. But when they trade Stu Barnes to Pittsburgh, that just sucked the wind and sails out of all Panther fans. And like people don't remember that name if you didn't follow the Panthers back then. But that was a domino effect of the Panthers just sliding after that. They went to the playoffs the next year, lost to Wayne Gretzky and the Rangers in 5
got
games.
Swept, right?
5 games.
5 games? Okay. Who'd they get swept by? They got swept one more time,
New
right?
New Jersey. That's the Bure era. So
because it's funny
in that series
because after 96, like all their losses were to New York metropolitan teams, the Rangers, the Devils twice, the Islanders twice,
the Rangers.
Yeah, and it's just like
Washington later on.
It was just,
but we beat them.
But like listening to him like talk, you could like that podcast could have been 5 hours long.
Yeah.
Like, and I would not have been bored one time.
He's one of the best hockey minds. Like, even you listen to him on TV now. We get him in Canada. And He's great.
There is one thing I didn't agree with him on, and that was Solars.
Yeah. I didn't know you were that high on
Like the
Solars.
one thing I thought was funny was, and the one thing I learned about him during that podcast, he's a really big believer in goaltending. That's one thing I learned.
Yeah, I had no clue about that either.
He's a very big goaltending guy because that's the first thing he said when we were talking about Carolina. He's talked about, he gushed over Bobrovsky. I think one of my favorite parts was the way he gushed over Barkov. Like,
hey Kirby, he's gonna take over your spot on the goalie union. You better be careful.
I think Doug McLean would have fit in well with Dale Talon and Bill Zito because both of them value the goaltending.
yeah, it's just like the Panthers, like in the 90s, were kind of doing what the Marlins do now. It's just like they would just trade all their good players for a bunch of shitty ones that would never turn out well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Luongo trade, prime example. I mean, who they got? Todd Bertuzzi, Brian Allen, Alex Auld.
Yeah, he was not a fan of Freddie Anderson and Piotr.
Oh boy!
And I'll say, Doug said this off the air. Not a fan of the Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh yeah, he said he's glad what they're getting.
They're the cheap owner. I talked about
He
that.
he called the whole owner arrogant too.
Well, he's cheap. That owner, Tom Dustin or whatever.
This is the clip, Kirby, you've been looking for.
Yes, the TV clip.
Yes, I wanted to play it tonight before we go off air.
But that was Todd Bertuzzi after the Steve Moore incident, right?
Yeah, but his back was all messed up.
But anyway, I think we should wrap it up here. We're rambling. But this
anything
was fun.
else, gentlemen? What do you guys? Any predictions on Game 5 here?
Hey, don't be shy. Hey, don't be shy and don't cry. Cats and
5-2 Panthers.
You're corny.
Here we go.
I think 4-2 Panthers.
Hurricanes, candy canes, raisin canes.
Tell me who hits the drum and I'll make the prediction.
Don't cry and don't be shy. Cats and 5.
But
or the siren. The siren.
I guess real quick,
siren.
predictions for Edmonton, Dallas tomorrow night.
Edmonton blows them out the building. That's it.
I'm gonna say Dallas is gonna make it close.
I'll go Dallas.
I'm gonna go with Dallas.
I think Dallas wins a 3-1 game.
They didn't play a bad game the last
Well,
game.
Even though I'm an Edmonton Oilers super fan, apparently, I still have Dallas.
He finally admitted it.
I just want to point out I was the only one that was right last time.
Yeah, I agree, Antonio. I don't know if the Stars win another game.
I think they win 2 more games.
Well, wait. Can I point out that last year Dallas went up 2-1? Everyone's like, that series is over, and Edmonton won 3 straight. So it could happen in the reverse.
That's true, Ryan.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Rantanen makes an appearance tomorrow. I'm feeling 3-1, 4-2.
When's Nick's guy Wyatt Johnson gonna actually show up?
Oh, is he Nick's guy now because he sucks?
Yeah.
You got him.
The same guy when that guy Brandon Montour. Oh, he's at home, right? He's losing to Denmark.
In Brandon Montour's defense, he's 16 plus minus rated higher than Wyatt Johnson from the cup.
Right. Got a Stanley Cup ring on his finger.
But
blow your ass, Nick.
But you know what, Kirby? Blow it out your ass and enjoy TJ Brody.
But anyway, we sign off here with Paul Maurice admiring Alexander Barkov.
Ted, the Knicks
thank you for having me, guys. I love being here and talking to you guys again.
Thank you,
You
Ryan.
can come back more often. This was fun.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to our people in Sweden that are listening to us. We really appreciate your love. Yes. So let's
Shout
go.
out Ben in England.
Till next time.
The thing that I heard the most when I came here is you have no idea how good Barkov is. I got a TV. Like, I got a pretty good idea. It's not my first game I've seen. Anyway, they were right. I've never seen it. We were just talking about it in the coach's room, and Robbie Tell said, yeah, he's done that before. But he pulled that move because that was the only move that was going to work. I'm watching it on the monitor going, oh my God, he just did that. That is so awesome. He defines everyone else's game. So if you think of being a rookie coming to training camp, and this is my favorite line of all rookies, I just got to play my game. You don't have a game, but that guy's got a game. Why don't you just play like him? And the number of nights that he's not on the score sheet necessarily, that everybody on the bench is going, oh my God, that guy's a player. He could walk into his old rink and work at the concession and everybody would think that's normal because that's Barky. He's just that guy. Do you need help? Sure. He's a wonderful, wonderful man.
He makes me a kinder human because I don't think I'm a particularly nice person. He's hard, competitive, and kind. We should aspire to that.
What's up, Cats and Rats fans? If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button before you head out. If you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify, make sure you leave us a 5-star review. And just like always, let's go Cats!